Alright team, so this is going to be a really important video for a lot of you and really going to be an important video for me just to even record. I just sent out, a half hour ago a question in the chat room, and I said to the team, alright guys, if you really felt you had the ability to, really nail, the move of the day, get that perfect entry, consistently, but you're leaving some profit on the table, what would you do? So for example, guys, my open level trades, which I've been focusing on for the past month or so, I had done a killer job, taking my entries, identifying the move as I should, and I've done a killer job taking my piece of the action. My observation is that these moves I'm finding, they often kind of continue slowly, but continue to move on for the rest of the day, which of course you can look at that, guys, and say, okay, I've left some profit on the table here. So, there's a few ways you can combat that, guys. If you're looking to get more out of your move, to get more out of your setup, you can either put on bigger size and continue to take the same chunk of the pie you're taking, bigger size, bigger profits, or you keep the same size or possibly even less, and you just try to ride these moves out all day, guys, and let them, see what can happen. Try to ride it out. And, I see that from both perspectives. Now, one thing a few of you mentioned in the chat room is, hey, why not book partial profit and let the other half run? Maybe you got two contracts, you sell one whenever you're satisfied, and then you let the other one go with a trailing stop or something like that. And that's certainly one way to approach it, guys. But, the point of this video isn't actually to discuss, what's the right approach there. The point of this video is to kind of discuss that at the end of the day, in all reality, if we just step back, remove ourselves from the game, remove ourselves from these charts, it really doesn't matter. And, the past 6 months or so, guys, I've really become a much more consistent trader. I really, have really turned that corner that's crucial for a full-time trader, which is, in the past on swing trade opportunities when it's right, I've been able to kill it. I've been able to hit home runs, but the past 6 months, guys, and especially the past few months, things have really heated up. I've really kind of found my groove in terms of showing up every day and taking my piece of the puzzle. And as I've been making this progression, and as I've been, beginning to find consistent strategies and, scaling up my size in these trades, while it's been an amazing experience, guys, while it's been a lot of fun, and while it's kind of, just further reassured me that, I'm doing exactly what I always dreamed of, it's also brought on a bit of anxiety. And it's brought on, these thoughts and kind of this constant, mental masturbation, if you will, over what's possible. And lately, guys, it's gotten to the point where, I'm distracted, when I'm with friends, I'm distracted with my lady, I'm distracted, anytime, because I'm thinking about the possibilities in trading. And look, let's get this off the table right now. The possibilities are fucking stupid. What you could actually potentially accomplish, guys, especially in this options world, it's just like stupidly mind-blowing. And that's something that's kind of, just been the constant thought in my head lately, how do I improve? How do I get more? How do I get more? How do I get more? That it's almost brought me to this point where, and again, it's not a greed thing, guys, and it is, anyone in the group knows it's not an ego thing, but I'm almost not like satisfied or excited when I'm taking my piece. And, as a trader, guys, one great thing about Focus Trades is that, we got buddies in this chat. Use this chat, guys. Reach out to members in our group, get their phone numbers, strike up a conversation. It is so important to discuss certain things out loud. And when you're a trader, and, my father, who's been involved in the market, his only source of income came from the market, probably going on maybe 20 years now. I called him today and I discussed this, and I was saying, I was like, what would you do? Would you be more patient, kind of sit here all day? Would you, use bigger size and try to scale up quickly? And it's like, the conversation him and I had, guys, really helped me like step back and see the reality of it. So, the first thing we'll do is cover this trade today. I took my typical, open level entry, guys, here on Goldman this morning. Any day now. Okay. There she is. Open level setup, and this video is not about this setup, guys, but I took my entry on this bar and I got out I entered right here, 933, and I was out at 953 up here. So that is the move I captured in Goldman this morning, guys. It was, let me see. Okay. That's the move I captured here in Goldman this morning, guys. That was the piece of this pie I've taken today. It has since gone up even higher, but that's the piece I got. That was my piece of the action today, guys. And that piece was good for, what the hell is going on here? So, guys, this piece was good for, I'm rounding up a little bit, but it was a $1,600 profit from a 23% return in 20 minutes. Now, I had $6.8 thousand worth of options in this trade, and when I sold them, they were worth almost $8,500, guys. So, certainly relative to, a trader starting off, that's a good chunk of money, guys. $7,000 position, that's, in the big picture, it's far from the big boy world, but, when you're kind of just trading from your bedroom or your couch or your living room, it's pretty freaking serious, $7, $8, $9, $10,000. That's serious, guys. And look, regardless of what you're in your account, you might have $68 in your trading account right now, but let this at least serve as some sort of motivation, guys, for what's possible. Don't get wrapped up in the typical millennial shit of, hey, we got to have it now. Did I put $7,000 in this trade today? Yes, but let's be real. Is $7,000 like an incredibly, unattainable amount of money, for you to have in a few years? Absolutely not, guys. You can work yourself up to this point. I'm not telling you it takes $20, $50, $100,000. It's realistic, guys, to reach this kind of size in trading. And, here's the reality of it. Did I catch this whole move today? No. But I identified my setup. I took my entry freaking perfectly. And I took my piece, guys. In my piece today, my $1,600 profit, I just moved into a new place, a beautiful place. My rent is about $1,500 a month. Putting aside utilities and all that wonderful shit. I just made the month's rent, guys, in 20 minutes. That's freaking awesome. I don't care if your rent is $100. That's not the money. It's the fact of what you can just accomplish. And it's like, I really think, guys, you got to strike a happy balance between, having that, just these typical thoughts that can truly drown a trader of, if I held on, if I had more, this, that. It's like, look, I'm 25, guys. I'm living, in this nice place. All I do in terms of, income is trade. And of course, got a little bit coming in from, Focus Trades Group, not much at all, but it's like, guys, at 11 o'clock today, I got to go to the gym. I did my job. I took my piece, then I get to go, be a weekend warrior bodybuilder for an hour. Then I get to go shoot hoops and try to, really relive my dream of being a basketball player. So it's like, strike a happy balance, guys, between just avoiding all those negative thoughts and just taking your piece. I'm really starting to lean much more towards, whatever happens afterwards, it doesn't matter. And listen, this isn't the right way, but I'm thinking this might just be the right way for me. Was that a big position? Yes, but, I have capital at my exposure where I can work this up, guys. This could easily be a $10,000 trade. Then you're talking, $2,500 in, less than a half hour. And you do that a few times a week, guys, and you're talking $10,000+ a week. Over the course of a year, that's over $500,000. It's like, to me, guys, that's great. That's ideal for me. So the whole point of this video is find out what's ideal for you. Because you know what, guys? I felt fine during this trade. I didn't hesitate to put in $7,000 because you know what? I know it was a low risk, and I knew when I got that move, I was taking my piece. 9:53, guys, I was done. The market, 20 minutes into the day. 20 minutes. Now, could I have probably doubled my profit today sitting here? Absolutely. But I would have had to deal with pullbacks and pullbacks. And I would have literally haven't been sitting here all day, guys, waiting for that. For some of you, that may be absolutely ideal. You might like to take smaller sizes and have more patience. If I could wave a magic wand, guys, I'd be done by, the first hour every day. And I know, I'm a few increments of sizing away where, these moves are going to be, $2,000, $3,000 mornings. And it's like, yeah, you can always have more. You can always make more. You can always get bigger and do this and that. But it's like, see the reality of it, guys. You know, if you can just get yourself mentally in a position to avoid all that stuff, take your peace, and whatever your peace is, that's your peace. And it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, I just think, at least for me personally, in the way I'm wired emotionally, that, you know, concerning myself with, you know, could I have made more, or, you know, or could I have held on, or, you know, this and that, or did I sell at the high? It puts me in a kind of a negative mental state. Because what I start doing, guys, is, you know, you all know me. I love cars. I love this, that. It's like I start playing that terrible game in your head. Shit. You know, if I held on, that could have been a $4,000 profit. You know, $4,000, you know, that covers a Lamborghini payment for a month. It's like, I want to avoid that, guys. I'm really trying to bring myself to a point, you know, mentally as a trader where, like, I'm just taking my piece and that's it. You know, I need to appreciate, you know, what I'm accomplishing now, and kind of avoid this never-ending, like, quest for more and more and more, because I think when you get in that state of mind, guys, you're never going to be happy. And, you know, I do not want to be the trader who, you know, a year from now is, you know, consistently banking $10,000 plus a week. And the last thing I want to do is, you know, be doing that and going to bed, you know, like, not even satisfied. And it's a great quality, guys, to always strive for more. It absolutely is. Don't get me wrong. Never settle. That's not what I'm saying. But sometimes you gotta shut off the chart and take a step back. And it's like, is it worth any mental frustration it may give you? Is it worth any anxiety it may give you? You know, trading needs to find a way, guys, that fits into your life and fits for you personally. What some people do in our chat room may not be what the next guy should do. Take a look at Liam, guys. That kid's in, he's out. He truly is a definition of taking his piece, and the kid ends up with, you know, $1,000 weeks. 20 years old, making $1,000 a week on his good weeks. It's like, when I hear that out loud, that's crazy. You know, we got another member in our group, Brian. You know, he was over a few weeks ago, and he's like, yo, today in like 11 minutes or something, I made like $175. Or not even 11 minutes. It was like a short-ass trade, and it's like, when I hear that out loud coming from another trader, it's like, holy shit, like, that's nuts. That's fucking crazy. $175 in 11 minutes, like, that's crazy. That's awesome. But then I look at my own trading, and it's like, I don't get those same emotions. And I really think a big part of it, guys, is that, you know, I'm clouding myself with these thoughts of, oh man, you could have done this, you could have done that, you know, this could have paid for that. And it's like, no. I did exactly what I should have done today. Whatever Goldman Sachs did after, guys, you know what? That's cool. That's for the traders who are into hanging on. For me personally, I mean, you know, I want to have kids one day. I want to have a family, guys. If I can be done in the first hour of the day and then have the day for my kids or have the day for family, it's like, to me, that's ideal. It's absolutely ideal. So in your quest, guys, to, like, you know, on this trading journey, these are questions you got to ask yourself. And you really do. And you need to be honest with yourself. I have been in trades like this, guys, where I've literally held on to the last minute of the market. And because I did, I made another extra $400 or $500. But it's like, for me personally, maybe not for the next guy, but for me personally, it isn't enjoyable. I'm not enjoying the quote-unquote trading lifestyle. You know, I guess everyone's going to have a different definition of that. You know, my trading lifestyle, guys, is, you know, outside of a huge trending strong-ass market, I'm at the point, I'm showing up, I want to take my piece, and I want to go do something unrelated to trading for a few hours. You know, I want to go to the gym. I want to go shoot hoops. I want to go, you know, smoke an L. It's like, whatever you want to do. So find what works for you guys. But this is one of my biggest observations as of late. Yes, it can be a wonderful, you know, quality of a person, especially as a trader, to, you know, always strive for more. But during that process, guys, make sure, like, you don't lose sight of reality. And I think possibly, I'm glad I'm kind of, you know, having this conversation out loud and making these observations now, because, like I said, you know, I think I'm a month or so, a few months away from, you know, having very consistent $10,000 plus weeks. And, you know, in my current kind of state of mind, I don't even know if that would, like, really mean the world to me. And personally, guys, to me, like, that's just, like, that's wrong. That's not even, like, mentally healthy. If you're, I don't care if you're 90 years old, if you're working from home and you've got an opportunity to, you know, you're even in the conversation to say, hey, I could potentially make $500,000 or $100,000, guys. Or if you can even say I can make an extra $50,000 a year, it's like, you just got to have sight of reality. So, as we progress here as a team, guys, as we kind of begin to make this shift, this summer from, just a trading group to, an actual trader development team and company, these are conversations I'm going to be having out loud with you guys. So, again, guys, figure out what's good for you. Figure out, what works best mentally for you. A lot of my trades I could have held on longer. I could have sat here for the full, 7 or 8 hours of the day and maybe made double the profit. But you know what, guys? I'm consistently banging out 20% returns. That's kind of my neighborhood as a day trader of where I've ended up. 20 to 30% gains. Can you make 50? Yes. Can you make 100? Yeah. But guys, it's like, I think if you think forward, think about where you could be versus now. Maybe a 20% profit isn't that big of a deal to you right now. But guys, I'm telling you, it's not impossible, and it doesn't really actually take, miracles or take that long to reach, capital where you can put $5,000 into that trade. Well, guess what? Now your little 20%er, that's $1,000, and it can come pretty quick in options. So that's my spiel for today, guys. Just try to, as you progress in trading, every little step of the way, one thing to constantly note, and again, I'm really trying to drive home the whole, journal thing to you guys. Always note your state of mind. It's very important. It's something you can't ignore. You really can't ignore it. So I'm glad I had this conversation out loud because it's just something I've been observing lately. I exit my position. Like, what the hell, dude? I'm sitting here in my Lion King pajamas, for Christ's sakes. Just made, $1,500-$1,600 in a half hour. And it's like, no, I should be fist bumping myself and like walking out of here with a grin on my face. And instead I'm like, well, let me watch it now. Let me see what it does. And for me personally, guys, that's not mentally healthy. And it's just going to hold me back. It's going to hold me back from progressing. I want to be putting $25,000 in these moves like this in the future, guys. And you know what? On 25 grand, you better believe I'm going to be taking those 20%ers left and freaking right. So that's the spiel for today, guys. Really want to begin to introduce more content about, the mental, emotional side of trading. So hopefully this helps some of you guys if you kind of, have the same thoughts. And again, I'm going to end it with this, guys. Make trading an enjoyable part of your life. Because you can, whatever it is, guys, whether it's swing trading, whether it's a scalp, whether it's, taking your small piece of the move, whether it's holding on all day. With options, guys, whatever your thing is, you can reach a point where you're doing your thing with enough size that it doesn't fucking matter what else is going on. It doesn't, you're not going to give a shit if it keeps going forward. I mean, seriously, guys, if I'm a trader one day who's putting $50,000 in trades like this, you really think I'm going to give a shit if it keeps going on? No, I just made $10,000 in 20 minutes. Get the hell out of here. If I'm at that point, guys, and I'm still not satisfied or greedy, I need one of you guys to come over here and whoop my ass. So hopefully this helps some of you.